Hey, this is Alan from Mountains to Sound Home Inspection with a certified move-in ready for report for a home in Enumclaw, Washington. I was just there this morning. The report software on the left-hand side, you can scroll down. This is the index, so any of the observations we made will be here. We'll go through the medium priority items and the high priority items. Through summary here. Up on the roof, I found a couple spots in the soffit vent screens that had been pushed out, and it looks like birds had made a few nests there. In the attic, we could actually see some of those as well. So it's just something I recommend a pest control pro, come take care of that. A couple places around the house, mainly just this part in the back here. Looks like it had some water damage. Couldn't really tell exactly where or how. Probably water draining somewhere near it. I just recommend that be taken care of. A couple of the hose bibs, different problems here. We have this one here where the vacuum breaker and a small seal in the upper portion just need to be replaced on this freeze-proof style bib. That was one of the hose bibs in the rear, and then we have one in the front of the house. Kind of something similar here, just another different type of seal leaking there. So they just need to be serviced. Back up on the roof, there's a spot where there's one level of gutters that drop down to, usually they deposit onto the roof, and then the water there will trickle down to the next set of gutters. But in this case, there's a pretty heavy drop there. There's supposed to be a downspout here, just loosening the fall a little bit. You don't want water splashing down on the aggregate, because you'll break those loose. The roof was in good conditions. Just hope to keep it that way. But this is kind of the style it's supposed to be in. I think I saw one in the garage, so there might have been something there for that. During this inspection, the renovation was in progress, so they had a few items around the house that just kind of looked to be like mid-construction. So the full report, there is full pictures of every room, so if there's any questions there. In the garage, we had kind of the heavy wooden style doors. Sign of the time, 91 I think is the house. But there was a few damaged spots to the door, so I just recommend those be serviced or replaced. There were 3 doors in the garage, and the middle door was like the spring on the left-hand side, supposed to take tension and weight off the door, was broken, so it just needs to be replaced. There's a picture of that spring there. Down to the HVAC system. HVAC was relatively new, but it hadn't been obviously serviced in the past year, or at least nobody left a note saying they did, so I just recommend it. HVAC tech come at least put hands on it before it changes ownership. Let's see, second floor hall, master bath. We have a couple different leaks here. In this sink, the overflow, when it's full, will actually leak out of here. That's supposed to be an epoxied track underneath the sink where the overflow water will go into the drain, but those a lot of the times come loose. So there's that sink here, and that's in the hall. And then in the master bath, looks like kind of a similar thing happening with this one. This one wasn't apparently leaking at the time. I filled it up and drained it a couple times, but I see that there's obvious stains here from a leakage. So if they're getting replaced, it's probably a good idea to do both. Let's see, in that hallway bath, the valve here, like the hot side, it was either turned off. Generally speaking, we don't turn on or off valves. It's just a liability thing, but in this case, I don't know if they had it off for a reason, like maybe there was a leak underneath, I don't know. Just recommend the sink on the left side in the hallway bathroom be ran or tested to see if there's any leaks. And that hall bath again, we have the valve for the bathtub leaks while in use. Usually that's going to be a seal of some kind too. So just recommend that be serviced. And then the first floor bath, it was also a suite bath. I just recommend the toilet be secured to the floor a little bit more. Oh, the tops of the toilets were in the bathrooms. Looks like they had just been serviced recently, but every toilet had one of the tops back there, so they are present. But this toilet in general just kind of wobbles a little bit. There's a wax seal underneath that prevents any leaking, but it still wiggles a little bit, and that will knock loose the wax ring over time, so I just recommend those be tightened. And then in the interior, I didn't see any carbon monoxide detectors. For appraisal purposes, I recommend one be installed like on the first and second floors of the home. But yeah, that's the big stuff. Overall, not too bad. But if you guys have any questions at all, either contact Diane Lucas or Mountains to Sound Home Inspection. Have a good day.